Hi guys, welcome to my channel How to Live. Today I will take you through the process of installing WampServer on Windows 10. The process should be same if you have any other version of Windows like the latest Windows 11 or older version of Windows like Windows 7 or Windows 8, etc. We will also be covering how to install WordPress on this WampServer as well as cover some important settings to the PHP.ini file which will allow us to run larger web operations and not get stuck in memory errors due to low memory, etc. I also want to cover a basic fact like why do we install WAMP on Windows? It is because it allows us to have a web hosting like environment where we have access to Apache, PHP, MySql on our local PC. This is helpful if we are just trying to learn how to use WordPress or Joomla or Drupal, any CMS for that matter, without starting to spend money on web hosting, domains, etc. For more experienced users, this offline WAMP server installation acts as a testing site offline. So if you want to apply some new features to your online site or make some updates, then you don't need to worry about anything going wrong to your live site to the public. So this offline installation helps us to first try out the changes without the public noticing any big defects. So yeah, this is helpful in this regard for very experienced users as well. So I highly recommend that you maintain an offline WAMP server installation for all your online sites as well. With this brief introduction out of the way, let's begin with the actual process. Okay, so how do we obtain WampServer firstly to install it on our Windows? So for this, kindly look at the keywords I have here. Simple download WampServer. You input this to the Google search bar. And the first link that I see now is this SourceForge link. SourceForge hosts a lot of softwares for free and they have a lot of useful stuff. And they are a very highly trusted site, so we don't need to worry about their authenticity. So from here we will click download. I actually have already downloaded this, so I will not be downloading it again. Let's press stop here. It started downloading. I'll cancel this because I already have it in my downloads folder. And then I will download WordPress as well that I will install on this server later, on this WAMP server later. So once you click download, once you input these keywords, download WordPress, and then you click on the first link, you will be taken to wordpress.org. And here you can see download, and there are several ways to get the easiest through a hosted provider, but sometimes tech-savvy folks prefer to download and install it themselves. So you'll press on this download and install, so you'll get a zip file in that case. Okay, so now I'll share with you how does the downloaded version looks. Okay, so in my downloads folder I've kept here, I have two files now. It's pretty small, but just bear with me. The pink icon is WAMP server, and the second one is WordPress. I'll firstly double click on the WAMP server file that I just downloaded. And then double click this link. And then we start with the installation. It tries to install this in English, which is fine for me. I accept the agreement. Next. And it says if you have, you must have some elements installed in your computer beforehand, but I'll rather not worry about this. I'll just start the installation and see if something is not there in my computer. Next. And it also gives us an option of installing MySQL as well as some PHPs. There are some pre-checked PHPs which should be fine as well. Okay, but just for testing, maybe we can also check this any one of these apps. I'll check 7.0. For MySQL, we are installing 5.7, which should work with WordPress as well. So I'll press next now, and it installs this WAMP directly to a WampServer 64 folder within the C drive, which is how it should be done. Install, and now it's installing the WampServer. I'll pause the video now and come back when the installation is finished. Okay, so the installation is almost finished now, and I'm trying to show you what we get during the installation. Now the installation asks me, do you want to choose another browser instead of Internet Explorer? Which I highly suggest actually. Internet Explorer is not the preferred browser for any of such web development activities. So I'll try to choose Chrome here. And for getting the link to Chrome, like I want to know where is the Chrome installation done. In that case, what we can do is then we can go to Chrome. We can check Chrome in our installed. Maybe let's search here Chrome, and here we get this Chrome and open file location. We can know the location of Chrome installation from here. I'll copy this, and now I'll paste it here, and here I have I should have Chrome. Yeah, we see Google Chrome here, and I'll give this as the default browser. And next it asks me for the text editor, and I basically do not like using Notepad because it doesn't have any indications or colors or like a good interface. I rather try using Notepad++, which is free and a very good text editor for doing HTML, PHP, or any like web editing. So I'll say yes here, and I'll choose Notepad++ is usually a 32-bit version. I'll go to my 32-bit program files and give the Notepad++ icon here. Okay, so everything is installed now, and when I press next, I think I finish, and now the icon should be available on my desktop. I'll stop the video and start WampServer now. So now the installation for WampServer has already finished, and we can see a pink icon on our desktop now. You need to double click this icon. I've already gone ahead and double clicked this. So in this right side applications pocket drawer, I have this green WAMP icon visible now. What we need to do instead is click on this, just a simple left click, and here we see like this PHP icon. What I want to do now is go ahead and increase the memory limit for my PHP operations. So I'll click this PHP and then this PHP settings thing here, and then I'll go to this memory limit, which is 500. I've already gone ahead actually and set it to 512 MB. You can choose it as 1 gigabyte as well. Initially it's set on 128 megabytes, so this one is a little small, I feel. And another setting I think can be this post max size, which again I can set to like 128 MBs. The default is 8 MB, and I'll set it to 128 MB. Once you click it, you see these windows appearing and quickly disappearing. These are like the command operation windows. And again, let's see, we have one more file size restriction here, which is upload maximum file size is 2 megabytes. As you know, with our new cameras, file sizes can be bigger than 2 megabytes. Even one picture can be like 3 megabytes sometimes. So I'll go ahead and set this to maybe like 32 megabytes for the biggest file I want to upload. And this should take care of most of the problems for the file size and memory sizes there. Another thing that we can check now is the www folder. So to navigate to this folder, you have to go to C drive and then to WAMP64. Within this folder, you see this www folder, and you double click here. And I've already gone ahead and pasted the WordPress file I downloaded before to this folder. So this www folder is like the hosting's main folder. If you have ever rented a web hosting, then you'll know that there is a folder where you can place all your files. So what I'll do now is go ahead and unzip this file under our extract here. The WordPress is neatly tucked into this WordPress folder. I'll go ahead and rename this to WP test because it's more intuitive, and I can go ahead and install WordPress to this folder later. Now I'll write localhost here in my Chrome browser and see if the WAMP is performing as it should. So yeah, I get the WampServer homepage here, and to install WordPress here, I will need to create a database first. And how we do that is by going to the PHP MyAdmin icon here. I'll go into this, and you get a PHP MyAdmin screen here. The username for this is always root. It's the default username, and the password is blank for WampServer. So I'll just click go here, and here I'll create a database. I'll click new on this left-hand menu, and I'll give my database a name like WP test. I match the folder name that I just created for WordPress install folder, and here it asks us for what type of coding do we want to have on this. Usually this general UTF-8 general is good. It covers most of the languages and is the best option. So I'll choose this one and click create. So my WP test database is created. And now what I'll do is I'll go to my local host, which is the www folder, and then I will write the name of folder that I created in the www folder for the installation, which was WP test, and close it with a slash. And when I press enter, I should get an installation screen like this, and I can continue with the English language here. You can choose any language you want, and it tells you what all things you need to create a WordPress installation. I'll press let's go. Database name. Database name will be the name that you just created before, which will be WP test. Username, as you remember, will be root. Password will be blank for now. Because this is the database username and database password, which for WampServer is root and blank. Database host is localhost, and table prefixes can be WP underbar. This doesn't matter much for our first installation. Press submit here and run the installation. And now it asks us for a site title, username, and admin password. So I think I've done the installation before as well sometimes. So I'll just call this let's say WP test site. Username, I'll put in my username here, Abhi. And password, for now I'll choose a very easy password, but if we need to transfer this site to an online environment, at that time you have to change this to a password that won't be easy to guess. So now WordPress says this password is very weak, so I need to confirm use of a weak password, and here I'll just give an email address. Anything is fine, and discourage search engines from indexing this site. Yeah, I don't want search engines to index this site. Basically they shouldn't be able to do it, but anyhow I'll click this mark here, and next I press install WordPress, and that's it. The installation is done. It tells me my username is Abhi and password is my chosen password. I'll press login here. Abhi and password is 12345 6. Remember me and login. And there we have it, guys. This is the WordPress admin Here we go now, the WordPress admin screen. If you need to see your online site now, or not, it's not online, it's offline, but just the front end of the site, you can come to this icon here and this icon, and then press visit site. I'll right click and press open in new tab. So this is the WordPress site now. What I suggest is you make some initial settings to your WordPress that you install here on WAMP. And yes, how to run a basic WordPress installation on WampServer with some basic plugins which will help you increase the speed of your WordPress installation, and also maybe take care of the SEO, the search engine optimization for your WordPress site. Like what are the basic plugins needed, and then what are some easy themes for beginners, I'll cover in the next video. So I'll post a link to this video when it is ready in the description section, or maybe I'll put up a pinned comment to this video. So please feel free to check that out as well. And thanks for watching the video till the end. If you found any value from this video, I really hope you can like this video and maybe subscribe for my future videos. The videos will be focusing on beginners and experienced users. If after watching the current video you feel you got some value in future videos too, I'm sure you will really like the content being shared. I will share the fine-tuned tips and tricks as well, like we did for this video. And yes, thanks for watching till the end, and bye for now. Bye bye.